Just call him Can't Get Right. Like this nasty ass coffee. What's going on, you young boys, you young girls, and all you other youngins? Where's it at there? Let me put a little cease and desist on the music. How the hell are you? Sunday Night Live. Didn't have a show last night, obviously. Don't do shows or streams. Can you guys hear me okay? Before I get too much farther, it's been a couple of days since I've streamed. Who knows what I might have screwed up between now and then. Volume level okay? Can you guys... Can you hear me? Okay, thank you there. Thank you there, Atypical Gump. Welcome back to BVDTV on Sunday night. This thing we do every Sunday and have been doing every Sunday for... I don't know how long I've been doing this now. Is it a year? Has it been a year yet? Seems like it's been a year. But I don't think it has been. Started back whenever I started. Bottom line is, how the hell you doing? It wouldn't matter, Luke, if I wore green or not. Something would still be fucked up. So let's not concern ourselves with such imperfections as the green toboggan I'm wearing right now with the shitty green screen. In fact, let's just do this. How about we just do this so we can eliminate all the snide, smart-ass comments from people like Luke and other people who I'm sure would have something to say about the lack of professional quality going into a free Sunday night live stream on YouTube with a fat, toothless guy from East Tennessee getting ready to talk about who knows what and for who knows how long, so on and so forth. So let me make something a little bit easier for everybody. There, much better. You can't see it yet. But how about this? Oh, you can see it now. Okay, that's even better. Even better! Yeah, look at that. Things are going better already on a Sunday night. How was your Sunday? How was your Saturday? If you're a Tennessee basketball fan, I know how your Saturday was. But if you're a Tennessee Lady Vols basketball fan, I know how your Sunday was. If you're a don't give a shit about either of those, which if you're smart, that's what you would be, you're having a great Sunday. So by a show of hands, how many of you in the stream right now and currently are old enough to remember seeing the Miracle on Ice? While you raise your hands, let me fix the... I don't know if I can fix the color on this. I'm plumb damn orange. Of course, if you got to be some kind of color, it might as well be orange. Orange. That's A-R-I-N-G-E. By the way, in case you're unfamiliar with the English language and how certain words are spelled. Like Florida, F-L-A-R-D-A. And Tennessee's biggest rivalries in football, according to some, are Kentucky and Georgia. That might be some that are smoking crack and that were only born 2 years ago, but to the rest of us, we know who the real rivals are for Tennessee football. We don't have any rivals in basketball because right now we can't beat any damn body. We can jump out to a 17-point lead, kick your ass for a few minutes, but we can't hold on to it. But yeah, seriously, how many people remember the Miracle on Ice? And when I say remember, I mean remember watching it. Probably not too many, but I imagine we've got a few people in here that can remember it. Well, to some, and you're just going to have to live with this color. I can't do shit about it. Oh, I probably could, but Let's see. Who cares? It ain't gonna make me look any better. So if you can remember 1980 and the greatest sporting event in the history of planet Earth, that's what I like to refer to it as. You will remember young Mr. Eruzione and the rest of the boys putting the miraculous beatdown on the big bad Russians. The greatest hockey team ever assembled was that Russian hockey team. And nobody beating those guys. I mean, that's what they did for a living. We just a bunch of brash, smart-ass little college kids trying to get some kind of Olympic medal. Well, the rest of the story is amazing. And, of course, they made a movie about it. The Miracle, I think it's called. Yesterday was the anniversary of the Miracle on Ice. Another miracle on ice would be getting me in a pair of ice skates and putting me in an ice skating rink and not busting my ass. That would be a miracle too. What's up, Bama Marine? We see ya. Hello, everybody wave hello to Bama Marine. He needs to be seen. Hi, Bama Marine. We see ya. We see ya, buddy. Speaking of seeing ya, what's going on, Atypical Gump? Looks like Atypical Gump was the second person in line today beside my boy Pigskin Pete. What's going on, Pete? Blake West Music, Matt Dumit, Blake West Music, Vegan Sucks, Ruben Terry, Luke Thomas. All you guys are here. Ballard, Hokey for Life. Congrats to Hokey for Life. He just got 100 subs, I think, the other day. Good on you, young man. Big Virginia Tech fan. Struggling with his basketball team right now too. That freaking BVD guy's in here again. We got to do, some of my mods need to step up and see what we can do about getting this BVD guy out of here. I've got underwear. You guys have got underwear. What the hell we need with this guy? No Limit Soldier is here. Uncle Lou is here. Who else? Slocum. What's happening? Rockin', dude. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. I think that, oh, my boy, I don't post any videos. Second best name on the internet. Behind BVD, of course. Nose Pellini, what's going on? Did I see the nose in here somewhere? Seems like I did. Cody D. Matthew Wilkins. Buck E. Beast is here. You guys are all here. Lucas Murphy. Oh, and Bama Marine's here. Did you guys say hello first to BW? Howdy, BW. Make sure you guys all wave to Bama Marine. He needs his e-hug today. He is an Alabama fan, so it's kind of understandable why he needs a little attention and a little love. Daniel Cundiff is here. JC, if I missed your name, I'm sorry. That's just a lot of reading to do, and for an old East Tennessee guy, reading's not on my, not very high on my list of priorities. Ugga Dogs Braves, there's another one that's here. So yeah, if you didn't get to see the Miracle on Ice, you truly missed out on the iconic moment in sports. Al Michaels with the call, "Do you believe in miracles?" Just what a great. The only thing that may be better than that, as far as the way Americans felt, was when a few years later Rocky came back and kicked Ivan Drago's ass. However you pronounce it. Ivan Drago. The big fake Russian with the big fake Russian wife, and they both had big fake spiky blonde hair, and they were both 7 feet tall and larger than life. And then during those times, man, we were in the Cold War with the Russians, and it just seemed like America needed a pat on the back and a break, and the hockey team gave us that. I was only 13 at the time. I do remember it, though. I was living in Ohio, but we were down, ironically enough, here in Greeneville, visiting, and watched it right over at my aunt's house. And if I remember correctly, somebody older than me, someone such as Billy Cole. If you're in here, I didn't see your name, but I think it was played back on a recording that night or that day. I'm not mistaken. What's up, Joe Ryder? And yes, the fight last night. That was great. I heard. I didn't get to see it. I tried to stream it illegally. Didn't work. They've cracked down on that shit. So next time when there's a big fight like that, I'm just going to have to either fork over some money or get my cousin to come over and bring his Fire Stick. That's probably what I'll do, because I'm not paying money to watch a boxing match or a UFC match for that matter. But anyway, I guess there was a little bit of controversy. Imagine that, controversy in sports, and we discussed it last night over on the Zoe's channel. We can discuss it here if you guys really feel the need. Hell, I can't even remember the dude's name. Damian somebody give me the name. Tyson Fury, I know, the guy that won the fight. And what was the other young gentleman's name? Damian Wilkins, some shit like that. Anyway, he got his ass whooped. Devontae Wilder, that's it. See, BW, I knew somebody would know besides me. Again, this is a professional show. But yeah, I guess, well, you guys saw it. You know what happened. There was some booing going on. You know, Wilder, proud man. Proud of his heritage, I guess. Proud of the fact that he's a black guy. And I guess the people didn't like it. Get over it. You know? I guess. I think there's still the whole freedom of speech and right to believe in whatever the fuck you want to believe in America going on. But I get it, you know. Somebody's always going to be unhappy about something. And if you missed Zoe's stream last night, it was actually one of the better Zoe streams that I've ever been in. I enjoyed it. There was some of the usual trolls in there. What's up, Yankees fan? Who knows right now, Yankees fan, who's going to win. But yeah, I guess in the second round or so, Wilder got his eardrum busted or something. And if you've ever had an inner ear infection or any kind of problem with one of your ears, you know what it does to your balance. It just fucks your balance up. Again, I didn't get to see the fight. I'm only basing this on what I was watching from a guy that streamed it last night. That would be Sir Cardinal. Thank you, Sir Cardinal. Go sub him up if you haven't. It's hard to box, walk, spit, fart, fight, fuck, do anything when your balance is off. And now they weren't spitting, farting, or fucking last night, but they were fighting. And apparently, based on, again, what I heard described to me was Tyson Fury was just doinking this guy all over the place after that happened. And ultimately, the fight was stopped in the 7th round. And today, plenty to talk about if you're a boxing fan. It's about time we had some heavyweight action. How long has it been since we've had some good heavyweight boxing action? I mean, older people like myself, we miss that shit. You know, boxing when I was coming up was, it was great. Ali, Holmes, Frazier, Foreman. Moving into the Tyson era. Buster Douglas busted that shit all up. I know you guys, if you like boxing even a little bit, you remember that, or have at least seen the, I guess there's a 30 for 30 on it. And James Buster Douglas from Columbus, Ohio. What a fight that was. That was like, you know, I watched that live that night, and that was almost like watching, I don't know, it almost felt like being forced to sit down and watch your mom. Let me be careful here. Let me rephrase that. It was about like sitting down and being tied up and having to watch your girlfriend get banged by a stranger. You know, that's about what that was like if you were a boxing fan and a Mike Tyson fan. Mike Tyson was larger than life. Nobody was ever going to beat this guy. He's super young. He was knocking fools out. You know, he was the original guy that pissed you off in a pay-per-view fight. You know, you paid $80 million to get to see one punch. But hey, dude was a badass. Never mind he was dumb as a box of rocks. It didn't matter. All he was doing was throwing punches, and that's all we wanted to see. That's all it takes for Americans, you know. It don't take a lot to make us happy. Just give us two big burly guys in a square ring with some gloves on beating the shit out of each other, and generally we're a happy bunch of people. Speaking of beating the shit out of each other, how about those St. Louis Battlehawks, the baddest team in the XFL? That's right, the BVD St. Louis Battlehawks, a team that I've been a fan of for many, many years. Touted them so many times here on YouTube. I've been trying to tell you guys for years that they're the greatest professional football team walking the face of the planet. Nobody wants to listen, but maybe after today's 29-9 shellacking. Who were they playing? Anyway, it was a great game. They've whooped ass, and they're 2-1, along with some other teams. Right now, currently, LA is beating the snot out of the Cardell Jones-led DC team. Sunday night, so we know what goes on Sunday night. My boy, ACP Carter, always joins me on 99.9% of the Sunday nights we're on here. Tonight, he would fall under the category of 99.9%. What's going on, my main man, ACP Carter?
Doing pretty good, man. Happy to be on. Hope you're doing well.
I'm doing all right. I got in about a 30-minute nap. You know, us old guys, we need naps every now and then. We need our beauty sleep, or in my case, we need any sleep we can get. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. How about you?
I'm feeling all right. Well, I got a little problem with my shoulder.
Yeah, you told me about that, and I'm not at liberty to discuss that. That's completely up to you, so.
Well, let's just say ACP Carter, at 29 years old, got into a physical altercation, and I can't believe at 30 years old that would happen, or 29, should I say.
It happens, man. It happens, and I'm just glad you're all right. Glad you didn't kill the other guy.
Or glad he didn't kill me.
Right. Glad nobody was hurt more than 10 stitches needed to some punk-ass bitch that fucked with my boy. That's what you get if you're watching, which I'm sure he's probably not, but we'll just let them speculate on what happened, Carter. We'll let them speculate on that.
That sounds good.
What's going on out in the wonderful world of McKenzie, Tennessee?
It's raining. It's raining.
It's raining. Matthew Wilkins says, read the chat more, you jitter. Okay. I always read the chat, dude. Give me a break. This is at the beginning of a quote-unquote show, which this is not. The host always gives what's called a monologue, which this is not. It's not a show, and I'm not giving you a monologue. My point is, at the beginning of the show, the really, really big show, I talk a lot. And it's my one opportunity in the day to get in front of something, not a mirror, and talk. So that's what I'm doing. That's what you guys pay the big bucks to see and hear. But Matthew Wilkins says I need to pay more attention to the chat. I thought I was pretty good at that, didn't you?
Yeah, it's hard to do it all.
Just say outstanding when you're not listening to me. It works for me.
I am listening to you.
Pete says this looks like a show to him. Well, we appreciate that, Pete. And BW says better than most. Compliments are always good. I'll always take a compliment when I can get one. So let's see, what are they talking about in the comments? I'll let you...
Are they talking about the baseball, Tennessee baseball team?
No, but you are. Break it down for us.
Tennessee baseball, who, let's just be real, hasn't really been anything special since, God, like 2006, maybe '05. I think that's the last time we went to the World Series, at least. Something 04, '05, somewhere around that point. But you know, they opened up the season about a week or two ago, and of course they opened up with Western Illinois, which is nothing special. But Tennessee competed in the Round Rock Classic this past weekend, and they had to open up with the #1 team in the country, Texas Tech, and ended up beating them. Beating Houston on Saturday, and beating the 25th ranked Stanford Cardinal baseball team today 7-2. So Tennessee baseball is undefeated and just had an incredible weekend. So if they're not ranked when the poll comes out Tuesday, then something's wrong.
I agree. It's been a long time since Tennessee's had an opportunity to feel good about themselves. Since us fans have had an opportunity to feel good about something Tennessee athletics related, and I'll take it. I will personally take it. Gator Hater Noel Nation is apparently been hitting the pipe today. He says, BBD, you're looking slim today, mi amigo. Oh, well, I guess comparatively speaking, you know, I guess if I was sitting next to EDP, I probably do look slim. But thank you, sir.
Well, you have lost weight, you know.
Yeah,
so.
I have. Stopped losing weight, but hey, it happens. I managed to keep most of it off, so I'm happy about that. Do you think Knoxville would be a good market for an XFL team?
Maybe a no.
I don't know. You know, speaking of the XFL, man, the draw so far has been great. I like what they're doing. I'm assuming they're doing this intentionally because most of the stadiums are like this. And I don't know how much you've watched, Carter. But in these stadiums, all of the fans that are showing up are sitting in the lower bowls of the stadiums. And it makes the stadium look more full.
Yeah, and especially when the camera don't pan up real high.
Yeah.
You know, like they do at every Vandy game that's ever been on television.
And they're getting into it. I mean, these fans are getting into it. So I'm real happy and impressed with the XFL so far. The football's getting better and better. I don't know if you know this, Carter, but I'm a longtime St. Louis Battlehawks fan. We got the first ever kickoff return for a touchdown today in the XFL, and it was thrilling.
I love their kickoffs, man. NFL and college needs to take notes.
That's right. Not so sure about the point after thing yet. I don't post any videos, and I like pizza. Says BBD, do a cheer for us. You got a cheer, Carter? You got a cheer you want to do?
I guess VOLS cheer is the only cheer I can think of.
Yeah. How about rah rah sis boom ba, BBD's big and needs to wear a bra. How about that?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, me neither. Let's see, Bucky Beast. Yes, I did see your comment, Bucky Beast. It says, did you see my comment, BBD? Let me go back and look. Apparently Buck made a comment that we all need to see. I'm going to start making these people pay for me to read these comments. What do you think about that, Carter?
Well, yeah, it'll be highlighted.
I'm sorry I did not see your comment, Buck. Please forgive me. I should probably be flogged and put in the Iron Maiden for not seeing it. But if you would, sir, please read the comment or type the comment again. You need to Photoshop a bee onto Chuck's chest to complete the persona.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. I need to Photoshop a bee onto Chuck's chest to complete the persona. He's got to be talking to somebody else.
OBO?
I don't know, Bryant Denny with a typical Alabama fan comment. Tennessee suck balls. Chopper sick balls, not Tennessee.
Yeah, we did against Auburn, that is for sure.
Now, I don't post any videos, and I like pizza. Go plus Aaron Ross, all one word. Aaron Ross, all one word. No clue what that means. I guess I don't post any videos, and I like pizza. Is a big fan of Aaron Ross. If you like, I know Aaron Ross personally. I don't post any videos. If you like, I can probably hook you up. He's a nice guy. Don't think he's into dudes, but well, hell, I should not make assumptions. I don't post any videos. May not be a dude. It may be a chick. His comment, Bucky Beast's comment was, my comment was, take it with a grain of salt, but Trenton is apparently unhappy with his role at Betsy and is looking to transfer to Greeneville. I wish that were true, Buck. Seriously, I wish that were true. Trenton Carter is one of the young Elizabethan boys that is currently enjoying being state champion. He's a big kid, 6'4", 2-something, had a great year for Betsy this year. Enjoyed 2 wins over Greeneville, and we'll take you, Trenton. If you're watching, we'll take you.
I enjoy being a life champion.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. I've never been one, but Butch Jones was. Heard of PC Principal from South Park. Have I heard of PC Principal from South? I probably have, and just don't How about you, Carter? You ever watch South Park?
Jeez, man, it's been a while. I used to really like it when I was younger, but I don't anymore.
I don't post any videos, and I like pizza. Says I am a woman. BBD, outstanding. You got any nudies you can send me? I'm into those. Matthew Wilkins, I'm coming to Greeneville to join the team and play quarterback. All right, look at this. This must be coming to Greeneville night, Carter. We got all these great athletes say they're coming to Greeneville. Who can blame them? Who wouldn't want to join the winning team, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you enjoy getting to the semis.
Oh, see, we didn't even get that far.
All right, quarterfinals. Sorry, quarter rounds. My bad.
Ballard Sports Media says Sarah Walker is probably a transgender. BBD, just a thought. Well, Ballard Sports Media, young sir, if Sarah Walker were real, and clearly she's not, and if she were transgender, that would mean that at least half of her, or part of her, or some of her once was or will be a female. Always,
that's just too confusing for me.
Always a silver lining, Carter. The point is.
That's what they say.
Celine Driver, we got plenty of good mountain roads in Greeneville to come play on. Oh, for your Celine to play one. Okay. Yeah, I had it right. Play on.
I can concur to that because when I came to Casa BVD, he had a really good idea. He told me to go chase traffic, and there's some hilly roads.
There's some hilly roads, and we got some really bad drivers here in Greeneville. Sorry, not Greeneville. Greeneville. We got some bad drivers here.
You told me to go chase traffic because y'all got bad drivers.
Well, I mean, if you're going to go play in traffic, a town that has bad drivers is the best place to go play in it because, you may get lucky. They may miss you. Noel Nation says he knows where I live, and you would love it. See, Noel Nation's just full of it. Nobody on the internet knows where I live. All right, I've done an amazing job at concealing A, my identity, and B, more importantly, my address. You're going to have to be a hell of a detective to find out where I live. Take care, Aaron. Aaron says, I'm out. Have a good night. Go Vols.
Well, I can definitely say this. Now, BVD doesn't have like a really big house. I mean, it's an average house, wouldn't you say, Keith?
No, but go ahead.
Well, but he's got a massive back deck, or side deck, I should say. Side deck, back deck, whatever. It's very impressive.
It
like,
is.
I don't know why they would build something that big on that size of a house, but they did. And I mean, I think the deck might be bigger than the house itself.
The deck is actually falling apart. It is. Literally. I mean, it's unsafe to walk on right now. It's got a big ass hole in it that I almost fell through. I don't want to talk badly about my landlord because he's a good guy. But let's just say he doesn't invest a whole lot of money into repairs of the homes that he rents out. So, yeah. I think he used balsa wood to build my big back deck. Secret agent man.
Johnny Rivers.
What's a dog life ain't easy? Ask what's a Pete.
Hey, Pigskin Pete, gotta tell you something. I'm gonna be kind of in charge of posting your videos to the website, so me and you need to get up with each other soon.
Now that could have been done with an email, Carter. Just saying.
I mean, that's all I said.
Just saying. Pigskin Pete's a busy man. He's watching a movie. I hope it's a good one. And I certainly hope it's better than this. Wouldn't be hard to be bad. I will, Pete. I'll give you his number, Carter. Yeah, what movie? Inquiring minds want to know, because I'm always on the lookout for a good movie. I watched a great movie last night. How long's it been since you watched a great movie?
Are you kidding me? Is that a joke?
Well, no. I mean,
I get to watch a movie every week.
Yeah, but I said, when's the last time? What did I say?
It would have been today. I got to watch 1917. It was really good. British war movie back there in World War I. Trench warfare. I'm a history guy, so.
Oh, okay.
He's watching The Witcher.
The Witcher. I've never seen it. Is it good?
You wouldn't like it, but yeah, it's good.
How do you know what the hell I might like and might not like?
Did you like Game of Thrones?
Yes, I actually did.
Well, then you give it a shot.
I will. The Witcher.
It's just really hard to watch it sometimes because that's Superman with a blonde wig in my eyes. So.
Later, Hokey for life. Thanks for stopping by tonight, man.
Henry Cavill, I think they say his name. He played Superman, for the last how many ever Superman movies on Justice League, and now he's got this Netflix show where he's got a sword and long blonde hair.
A sword and long blonde hair. Kind of sounds like Fabio.
He kills monsters.
Nothing like some good... speaking of killing monsters, The Walking Dead is back tonight. Did you know that?
I did, and it's going to be on in 25 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not actually looking forward to it like I used to. Used to love Walking Dead, but it has become the literal dead now. I mean, the people that watch this shit now are The Walking Dead because it has gotten really boring.
It's just gone on too long, in my opinion. I mean, they've just dragged this shit out. Excuse my language.
Yeah. Yeah, watch your language. Don't say out on here anymore. Oh. Yeah, I'll watch it. I DVR it. What's up, Flint? How you doing? I DVR that one as well as all my other shows that I like to watch, and I'll give it a try tonight. See where they're going. See what's going to happen with this alpha bitch.
It so long, you got to keep seeing what's going to happen.
Yeah, I know you're not an American Idol guy, but American Idol started back last Sunday, so American Idol's on tonight. I'll watch that later on today.
No, I'm a voice guy.
Celine, I did a little bit talk about the miracle, but nothing in great detail. I mean, I'll talk about it as much and as often as anybody wants to. Carter, you've seen the movie, haven't you?
Of course.
Run
them again.
Great movie. Wasn't a huge fan of Kurt Russell playing.
You don't like Kurt Russell?
Huh?
You don't like Kurt Russell?
No, I love Kurt Russell. I just, and I guess he did a good job in the movie. I just wasn't a big fan of him being the coach when it first came out. I thought, man, they could have done better than Kurt Russell, but I guess he did a good job. What was the coach's name? Herb.
Yeah, Herb.
Herb
Or was that the
Brown.
assistant?
Herb. I'd say Celine Driver knows the coach's name. Herb something. Shut up! Damn. Yes, it was, Jerry. Good point. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. The victory was actually not the gold medal game. We had to come back and beat. See, it was such an insignificant game afterwards that I don't even remember who we beat in the gold medal game. I actually do remember. I'm just currently having a brain fart and can't remember.
Wasn't it the Czechs?
I don't remember. And
VW says Herb Smoker.
Herb Smoker. Very funny. Very funny.
And Dog's Life and he says, while y'all were watching hockey, we was winning natties.
Jerry says Finland.
You won one, not, don't make this plural.
BW is on a roll. He says North Korea. Yeah, that North Korean hockey team, boy, you know they're good. Herb Brooks. Thank you, Celine Driver. But yeah, the gold medal game was really kind of an afterthought. And that Russian team earlier, I don't remember the score, but that Russian team had just beat the shit out of the American team earlier, before the Olympics. And
they beat like the NHL All-Stars.
I mean, that's what those guys did for a living, basically. I mean, they were a professional team. One more comment, and I'm going to address this situation. So, Bartholomew Bob, knock it off, damn it. Always somebody trying to start some shit. There ain't going to be none in here. Ain't going to be none. We're going to play nice. We're going to let the sleeping dog lie, please, sir. Oh, I couldn't. Vegan Suck couldn't tell you about what happened in NASCAR today. Couldn't care less what happened today. Was it? I thought it was worse than 10-4, Celine, but still, it was bad. I mean, it was a beatdown.
And we beat Finland for the gold.
Yeah. I could have beaten Finland myself, and I was only 13 at the time.
Jeez, you're old.
I don't post any videos. Wants BVD to make another karaoke video. I think my karaoke video days are over. I don't post videos. I really only did that for Blake West. Blake West is pumping out karaoke videos like Alabama pumps out Gumps. Speaking of Gumps in Alabama, Blake West is one.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Megan's got jokes. Megan's got jokes. She said, you were probably beating something besides Finland. At 13, Megan, I guarantee you I was.
Yup. Spending all his time in the bathroom.
Yeah, I could tell a story about that, but I think I'm going to skip that one for sure. Oh, man, damn it.
Yeah, I see it.
Matthew Wilkins wanting to be seen and heard. It's better to be seen than heard in a lot of cases, is what I've heard, Carter.
Surely he meant to misspell your name that way. Big swole.
Yeah. That's the whole Bay Billikens thing. A lovely and attractive grandmother in the town of Elizabethton has a YouTube channel called Babyllicans, and I don't understand the premise of the channel, but it's a grandma cussing, and it's pretty funny actually, and she mispronounces a bunch of shit, and hasn't put out a video in a long time. Speaking of God, what's that name? Dad. Oh my God. I discovered a channel the other day. I sent you a video of it today, Carter, of the two. Yeah. The dad and his son. Yeah. And the son always. It's almost kind of like the two black guys version of Angry Grandpa. Sorta, kinda. Is the only thing I can think of, and it's fucking hilarious. You wonder, I wonder, what's up, D4? I wonder sometimes if they're faking, if they're just carrying on. But the dad seems genuinely irritated all the time.
Yeah. Vegans. So, my best friend in high school was Vaseline.
I wasn't a big fan of Vaseline. Nah, we're not going down. We're not going down that road. We're not going down that road. I almost did it. What's up? Oh, BVD. Another BVD's in the house tonight. Boy, somebody's hard at work with the troll accounts tonight. Yeah. Some of these guys you got to give a lot of credit because they are like quick on the keyboard. Quick on the keyboard. What do you think of Angry Grandpa? I loved Angry Grandpa. Got on my nerves sometimes.
Shit was fake, but
yeah, of course, yeah. Chris and Pops, Joe Ryder says, is the name of that channel that I sent you. It's funny as hell. It is funny. Watched several of their videos. I sent that to cheer you up today. Well, let me talk about it and get it over with. The damn basketball team. Are we done?
So, I didn't know you was going there.
Yeah. Are we done? Is it official?
I'd say so.
Can we officially call it? Yeah. Well, we did. We talked about it earlier, and I suppose, speaking of miracles, if Tennessee can win these last 4 games and maybe win 2 or 3 games in the SEC tournament, they may get in to the big dance. Other than that, their only hope of getting in now is to win the SEC tournament. Yeah. And something Georgia and Tennessee have in common is neither one, or Georgia and Tennessee basketball, neither one of them have won a championship since around 1980. It was a year longer for us.
Right. Well, Georgia won the SEC tournament in 2007.
Yeah, I was talking football. I was trying to take a shot at him.
Oh. That was the famous tornado.
Yeah.
Hit the Georgetown.
Did they actually win that? I know they made the championship game. They did? Okay.
That's the only reason they got in the tournament, too.
Okay. Yeah, they had a terrible team that year. But yeah, the tornado screwed up. What was it? Where were they playing? It was in Atlanta, right?
Is it the Georgia Dome?
Was it the Georgia Dome? Okay, and then they had to move it to Athens.
People that have never been to an SEC basketball tournament before, all I can tell you is you're going to see a lot of blue.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've seen it in New Orleans. I've seen it in Nashville. I have seen it in Atlanta, actually. No matter where it's at, it is Big Blue Nation. I mean, even in Nashville, you would think like Tennessee would have a really good turnout, and we usually do, but nothing like Kentucky.
Yeah, those people have nothing else to look forward to in life up there but Kentucky basketball, so they capitalize, that's for sure.
That's why, like, in Atlanta, when it was in the Georgia Dome, it made more sense, because Kentucky fans would sell that sumbitch out.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Here? I mean, I knew this was going to happen tonight. The Sweet 16 run was our peak. Jordan, has Clemson ever made a Final Four in basketball? I'm going to just step out on a limb and say no, but I really don't have a clue. I really don't. Hell, they may have won a national championship for all I know. I know
You know who won the first ever tournament?
No, I do not.
Oregon.
Really?
Oregon Ducks. Sure
Well,
did.
hell, our little buddy David will be happy.
Yeah.
They got a
That's
great
the reason I
women's
know
team
it, 'cause
this
I've heard
year.
him say it 100 times.
Jerry Wells wants to know, do I pull for ETSU? Of course I pull for ETSU. They're my local school, so to speak, and they're having a great year right now. They're 26 or something and 4. They've only lost 4 games, and they're in the Southern Conference, so they're going to make the tournament more than likely. Even if they slip up and don't win the SoCon tournament, they still may get an at-large bid. But they're not going to do anything once they get to March Madness. But it is always fun to watch teams like ETSU make the tournament and try and get an upset win or two. But they're having a great year. Great year.
That's something I wanted to address. There's I'm going to say there's some Tennessee fans in here tonight. I see 1 or 2, but and anybody who's not a Tennessee fan, list your top 3 rivals in football. If you're a Clemson fan, Georgia fan, Tennessee fans, go ahead. Sorry, Luke, but I'm doing this.
Joe Ryder, I don't know if David's on here. He is on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel. Apparently you know that, or you wouldn't have asked, is David on here? He used to come to my streams some. He's a very busy man, gets lots of pussy, and probably is banging some hoe right now. And that's why he's not here. So good for you, David, if you're out there banging hoes and knocking boots with some hot female. Good for you. Keep doing your thing, boy. Power to the people.
All right. Ballard, that's a list of your top 3 rivals.
Yeah, I know why you're doing this, and I get it. I think I even mentioned
Walker
it.
Life says Florida, Georgia, Vandy, not Bama. Okay.
Who said that?
Walker Life says
Oh, are you trolling, Justin? Are you trolling us?
NASCAR Vol says Bama, Florida, Georgia. Smokey Coonhound UT says Bama, Florida, Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, to any real, true Tennessee football fan, Carter, any real, true Tennessee football fan would know that Alabama and Florida are Tennessee's 2 biggest rivals, period.
Yeah.
Sure, you can put Vandy in there just because of the historical fact and just because they've been somewhat beating us regularly lately, even though we kicked their ass last year. But yeah.
Celine says Florida's biggest rivals are FSU, Free Shoes University, the Voltards, and the Georgia Puppies.
Yeah. Well,
BW says BYU, Fresno State, Boise. Oh, he's San Diego State. Okay. NASCAR Vol, Alabama, Florida, Georgia. I already said that. Sorry.
Tell America, all 40 of them, why you brought this up.
Because a certain Vol fan, who is a dear good friend of mine, has said that Kentucky is a bigger rival than Alabama.
Does his name rhyme with P.O.box?
Yeah, and in football, mind you.
Well, to someone his age who has never seen Tennessee beat Alabama, who has only seen Tennessee beat Florida once, who has only seen Tennessee beat Georgia, 2 times maybe?
Well, yeah, but so you're going to say that...
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just trying to think of any...
You know the reason why my generation hates Florida more than they hate Alabama? Because we never beat them.
Yeah.
So the younger generation, I mean, I have to work with teenagers. Everyone I've asked, Alabama's their biggest one because we haven't beat them. Kentucky, to me, is not our big rival because they're not competitive. I mean, for the most part. I would say they're a rival for sure, but I'm not going to say they're a top 3.
Oh, Kentucky? No, hell no. No, I guess you could say Kentucky is our biggest rival if you're talking basketball.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's a fact. I mean,
yeah. I agree.
But yeah, football, Kentucky's not a rival. I mean, come on, Luke.
Like NASCAR Ball says, no one cares about Kentucky or Vandy.
Oh, look, we got Harrison Bailey in the room. Hi, Harrison. We're excited to have you here, Harrison, and we're excited to have you on the ball roster, and we're happy to see you compete for the starting job this coming fall. Good luck, sir. You've got some stiff competition ahead of you.
God, I hope you don't.
I think you might as well get over it. I think you need to go ahead and get over it, Carter. JG's going to be the starter next year.
Then don't expect a good turnout for our season.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? I mean, we got, 7 more months, 8 more months to talk about it. He could come out and have a great year, Carter. Then how are you going to feel? Are you going to apologize?
Well, maybe. But I believe when I say it. Luke Thomas says, until I see us beat Alabama, it's not a rivalry. You don't understand the importance of that rivalry.
I think he's just trolling you, Carter.
He may be, but then he's trolling Catfish as well.
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't talk to Catfish anymore. He never calls me. I'm upset with Catfish right now. I'm just joking.
The reason this all started was because there was we were talking about something, and somehow he said that, our win against Kentucky in 2018 was bigger than our win over South Carolina in 2013. Now, that can be debatable, but I would say no. They were both ranked 11th.
1 year of JG being better does not make up for 3 years of shit, says Ball for Life 16. Look, I understand. I do. I understand Carter. I understand why you don't like JG. I understand why 16 doesn't like JG. I get it. The guy hasn't had a good career yet. And he may not. He may not start a game next year. Harrison Bailey may come in here and just wear his ass out and take the job from him. But I don't think that's going to happen, for one thing. Freshmen, I don't want to sound like a total idiot, which I do most of the time, but freshmen very rarely come in and beat seniors out for the starting job. And granted, I know JG has sucked ass. I just want, I don't know. I want him to have a good senior year. I want whoever gets the damn job to have a great year, and I hope we win all the games we play and blah, blah, blah. And, I just don't get it, man. I don't understand the hate for the kid. I mean,
you don't understand the hate.
Yeah, I don't understand how you guys can hate this kid so bad just because he's had some
garbage. And he's not an SEC caliber quarterback.
What if he was your son?
Okay, well, you see that?
Yeah, you can't say that because he's not your son. I get it.
Well, I wasn't even going to say that. I mean, look at Casey and Rick Clausen's file. Mm-hmm. Rick Clausen especially got just as much shit as JG's gotten, if not more.
I don't know about that, but anyway.
I would say nowadays, everybody's more, but whatever. And like he said it, when you play in the SEC, or if you play at a big time college program, you gotta take the licks from the media, from the fans. Mm-hmm. This is a big time football.
I get it. I mean, it's not like we've had other options, is what I'm saying. I mean, you guys are acting like this whole thing is his fault. If we had better quarterbacks in here, and they weren't getting a chance. Kind of like Justin Fields, Justin Fields and Jake Fromm down in Georgia. If it was that kind of situation, I could see it. But he's all we got so far. He's all we've had.
That's true.
And it's not like every game he sucked. I mean, he won us some big damn games the last couple of years. We sure as fuck weren't going to come back from the start we had last year with Brian Maurer as our quarterback or J.T. Shrout. Would you at least agree to that? Do you think we would have won? Do you think we'd be on a 6-game winning streak right now if either one of those other two were a quarterback last year?
I think it's possible.
Well, it's possible that I get laid tonight, but it ain't gonna happen.
It's all right. Here's a good quote. All right, Luke made a good point. Garantano got too much hate up until this season. After this season, it was warranted. I mean, just okay. I get that if he's the only option we got, that okay. But still, that doesn't change the fact that he still's garbage. I mean, if he's all we got, that's all we got. But he still sucks.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to argue with you guys. I mean, you guys are certainly entitled to your opinion. And it's not like I'm saying he's the fucking second coming of Peyton Manning. I mean, I don't want you guys to think that. I just,
All I'm saying is if someone else is a better quarterback, whether they're a freshman, that's who needs to be starting, in my opinion. Maybe.
Hey, I'm with you. The best guy needs to be starting. I'm totally with you. And I'm not going to be upset if JG don't start next year. Don't get me wrong. All I'm saying is I hope the kid has a great spring and a great fall, and I hope he wins the starting job next year, and I hope he has a great fucking season. I hope Harrison Bailey is perfectly okay with whatever happens and then comes back his red shirt freshman year or his sophomore year and has 2 or 3 amazing years. Ideally for me, that would be the best scenario. I just want to see the kid get vindicated. That's all. I mean,
I would definitely say that he really screwed up on that Bama game big time.
Oh yeah, he did. We're not winning that damn game. If we do score right there, I don't care what any Tennessee fan says, we're not winning that game if we score there. I'm sorry, we're just not. We played a great game for us and we kept it close. Who the fuck is calling me? Anyway, sorry. Yeah, he did. He monumentally screwed up there, and I'm sure he knows it. And
back to the whole rivalry thing. The last thing I'm going to say.
Yeah, let's do that.
Is when you grow up, you were taught that Alabama, as a Tennessee fan, you were taught that Alabama is the biggest enemy you have. Mm-hmm. Especially as a Tennessee fan. Nobody comes close. Well, Florida can. I can say Florida because, like I said, my generation of people grew up hating Florida more.
It makes sense, too, Carter, for Florida to be our biggest rival right now because we're in the same division. Growing up, we didn't have divisions, my
8-year-old nephew knows that Alabama is bad. Like, the baddest of bad. Like, there's nothing worse when it comes to Tennessee football.
That's some good parenting right there. So tell your sister she's, doing a great job.
And it's not like we've had to drill that in his head. I mean, you go to a game, you go to campus, you talk to players, they're going to tell you that the Alabama game is the biggest game.
Well, I mean, I think if you went to campus now and took a survey, I think most would say Florida, but that's just because of the generation. But you're preaching to the choir with me. You'll get zero argument from me about who Tennessee's biggest rival is. Right now, it doesn't matter who our biggest rival is, though, because we're not beating any of them. And I agree we need to get back to beating these frickin' people so it can be... if we never beat Alabama again, it's still a damn rivalry. I don't care what Luke or anybody else says. But in order for it to be a current... relevant rivalry nationwide, we got to start beating them. Mm-hmm. We got to start beating Georgia again. We got to start beating Florida again. We got to do all that. We're not.
if it anything, it's the other way around where maybe Florida and Bama don't look at us
Oh yeah.
as much of a rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you this: I guarantee you, you ask any Alabama fan back in 2000 or early 2000s when we beat them 7 years in a row, they couldn't stand it.
Well,
I mean, they didn't look at it like, well, it's not a rivalry or oh, it's not a big game anymore. Or, you know, they wanted it. They wanted to win more than ever, just like Tennessee fans want to beat Bama more than ever.
Bama Marine, who's in here all the time, you know, wanting to be seen, he'll tell you, you know, he'll tell you how big this rivalry is and how important it is to him. You know, it's just a generational thing, and I understand why Alabama may not be a big rivalry to Luke, because he's, comparatively speaking, he's 3 years old. I mean, just as far as the amount of time he has invested as a Tennessee fan.
I look at it this way. I have to work with a lot of younger people, and when this all started, I asked them, because most of them like Tennessee. It's like, who do you think's Tennessee big rival? And every damn one of them, pretty much Florida or Bama. Insert one or the other. You might have a few that say Georgia. People probably in the Chattanooga area probably hate Georgia more than they do Bama or Florida. That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I would say Georgia's number 3.
16, goddammit, you do not believe that. You cannot seriously believe that. He said, had JG not been an idiot in the Bama game, yes, we would have won. We had all the momentum. You could feel it in the stadium. No, you ain't making me believe that. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying we would have won, but we had a chance, a legitimate chance to win.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Carrey had a chance of banging, what's her name, in Dumb and Dumber. But we just, I'm sorry. I think as much as I enjoyed, and I don't want it to be looked at as a moral victory by any stretch, as much as I enjoyed the fact that we were even in that game, I watched the game too. We were in the game, but we weren't really in the game. All they needed to do was flex, which they did, and they put us away. It doesn't matter anyways. So, we didn't win. He didn't have a good game. He fucked up. It doesn't matter. What matters now is, what's coming up this year, and the fact that we're going 15-0, regardless of who's the quarterback. VOLS for Life 16 or ACP Carter or BVD could get in there this year and quarterback Tennessee with that offensive line we've got, by God, and we'd win it all. They could even put Luke Thomas in there at quarterback. And Luke says he agrees with Carter. I personally think UT would have won. It doesn't matter what we think.
I didn't say they would win. I said they had a legitimate chance to win it.
Yeah.
And
what was the final?
Thing one more time. The last time I said it a minute ago. But Luke says number 1 Georgia, 2 Florida, 3 Kentucky. If you want to put Georgia at number 1, okay, I'll go with that. Just for whatever reason.
That makes more sense than Kentucky.
Well, he's got Kentucky at 3, but you can't tell me Kentucky is a bigger rival than Alabama.
No, that's just nonsense.
No, it makes no sense.
Yeah, he's just trolling. He's got to be.
He's got to be. Or like what NASCAR Hall said, if he's being for real, then you just don't understand football tradition or rivalries.
NASCAR Ball says, give me BVD or Carter over JG. I apologize, guys. I can't believe we've been even sitting here discussing Garen frickin' Tano on a Sunday night in late February. But anyway.
Well, people are worried. Lots of Tennessee fans are scared to death he's going to be our starter.
There ain't no need to worry about it. Why worry about something we have no control over?
Well, because I think it's going to, a lot of people...
Oh, it's going to piss Harrison off, and he's going to enter the transfer portal, and is that what you're thinking? Or?
No.
Okay.
It's going to determine what people think we're going to do this year. A lot of fans are like, well, If they start JG, we probably won't do very good. But if we start one of the others and they do, and I know nobody knows for sure that Harrison Bailey or any of these other guys will be better, but there's still, you never know. It's like, okay, he might be better but if we have to start JG, it's like, oh, well, we know what we're going to do. We know that he's not going to be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Well, look, part of everybody's problem with him is his inconsistency, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, and how he misses open receivers or doesn't even throw to him.
Well,
double coverage.
The point I was getting at is, if his biggest problem is his inconsistency, then there's an outside chance come this season he could be fucking great, because nobody would expect that, right? Nobody's going to expect him to come out and have a great year. And don't make any mistake about it. I don't think, if it came down to it right now, I wouldn't say, oh, I know without a shadow of a doubt he's going to come back next year, be a great quarterback, lead us to many exciting victories. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I would love to see it happen for him, for his sake. Because you got to know, man. You got to know his first 4 years here have been fucking miserable. I mean, I doubt there is any Tennessee fan out there that feels worse than he does about the way things have gone. I mean, none of you guys really think that he's been sitting back this whole time going, man, this is fucking great. I've been sucking. I've been pissing the Tennessee fans off. The whole fan base hates me. This is great. No. So, I love a good redemption story. A good underdog story. Who don't? And I just think that would be a great one. I mean, I think that would be a great one. And nothing would make me more happy than to see him do that this year. And on the flip side of it, if he doesn't, if he comes back and he sucks and Harrison takes over and leads us to the promised land, that'd be great too. Sayonara, good riddance, and sorry about your luck, JG. But that's all I'm saying.
Well, I do get that. I just
ultimately, he's a VFL, whether people like him or not. The dude has been loyal. He's been loyal. He's stuck through it. And look, 2 years ago, you, VOLS for Life 16, and every other Tennessee fan on the planet were bragging about how tough this guy was. Can you believe? Look at me, T. He gets fucking killed every game. It's just.
He did.
Maybe.
I wasn't off the JG train till the end of last season.
Maybe his ass beatings have got a lot to do with it. I don't know.
And then first game of the year, what do? We lose to freaking Georgia State.
I put that one on the coach. That's the coach.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't excuse his poor playing.
No, it doesn't. And it doesn't excuse our defense not being able to stop Georgia fucking State. But you can't put that game on him. You can't put the BYU game on him either. I mean, it's a team sport, right? That's what they always say.
But he didn't help things, that's for sure.
Well, that's true. I mean, we definitely could have used some better quarterback play those days for sure. I don't know if it would have mattered.
If we had better quarterback play, we wouldn't even been in that. It would have been a lot. It doesn't matter.
I can't really remember the specifics of the Georgia State game, like how bad he did or whatever. The thing that I remember most about that game is the fact that we couldn't stop him. And that's what, and the way they were kicking our ass on the line, that's what lost that game. And the BYU game, he didn't have a horrible game then, did he? He didn't light it up, but we led most of that game and should have won the damn game. It was our defense that let us down. Anyway, that's enough talk about that guy. We got.
Like I said, I just think he's a senior, and if he ain't got it by now, he ain't gonna get it. Just look at our bowl game against Indiana. His play was horrible. Thank God for our defense and special teams and Eric Gray.
Yep. You're right. You're absolutely right. Fuck him. Hope he gets hit by a truck this week.
I do wish he would have transferred. I wish he would have transferred to Rutgers like everybody was hoping he would do, but he didn't.
I wonder how much of that was just Tennessee fans and wishful thinking.
I mean, it was just people wanting it to happen, you know.
Yeah. You know, we'll see. Like I said, we got plenty of time to worry about that. I just hope that
quarterbacks have the best job until they have to go in.
Oh, yeah, the backup quarterback's the most popular guy on the team every year.
Mm-hmm.
Every year, every team. You know, it's everybody loves the backup. But back to our shitty basketball team. Did you watch the game yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
How do we blow? Well, I was gonna say how do we blow a 17-point lead, but I forgot. I momentarily forgot who we were talking about. I mean,
we can't shoot for shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we turned the ball over too much too.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Vescovi so far? Oh, and how about the Auburn student getting ejected and banned from ever coming back to a game? Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What was it he said? Go back to Uruguay or however you pronounce it. This is America.
Yeah.
Uruguay, you're a guy. You're a gay guy. Whatever it was he said.
Xenophobic.
Yeah.
Because it's not technically racist.
Yeah, I mean, stupid ass would have been a better word. A stupid ass comment in this day and age. I mean, I'm sure people have said a lot worse, but I'm okay with Vescovi. I think some of the passes he tries to make are hot doggery and kind of ridiculous. But, you know, he has his moments where he wows you, and then he has his head-scratching moment, just like this whole team. Like Bowden, where the hell did that come from yesterday? You know, we've been waiting to see that shit all year.
Yeah, I know. Did you see who brought that up? Slim Mosley. Yeah, did you see how Vanderbilt lost to Georgia?
No, I did not.
Oh, man. Well, Vanderbilt was at the free throw line, and they were shooting their second shot, and they were up 78-77 with like 2.8 seconds. They missed the free throw. Georgia gets it. It wasn't a half-court shot, but it was a really long shot and made it. Beat them 80-78. Threw the ball up with like less than a second.
Georgia's had a rough year. I thought they were actually going to be pretty good based on the beginning, you know. Especially the way they manhandled us. I thought, you know what, they might have a decent year. I didn't think they were going to, like, win the SEC, or, you know, or anything like that. I just thought they were going to be better than the so-called professionals were saying. But I guess we're finding out now that's why they're the professionals and we're not. What is their record anyway? I mean, hell, it don't matter. I thought Vandy down the stretch might win a few games. It looked like they were finally kind of starting to come together a little bit. Hey, how about those Lady Vols? They snapped a losing streak today. I know you being the
Chandler
huge
Davis was there.
Lady Vol fan that you are.
Well, Chandler Davis was there with pink eyes, black or whatever it's called.
You're probably joking, but you're probably not.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm dead serious.
Okay.
He was there. You know, they had a pink out, so he had the little pink eye things.
Yeah.
And he wrote on them, Lady Vols.
Not a lot of Tennessee fans out there with more spirit and pride than old Chandler Davis. You say what you want to about him, but
the only thing I don't understand is why is he wearing eye black for basketball? I mean, that's a football, baseball kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, why does anybody wear eye black anyway? Why do black guys wear eye black? I mean, it's not a racist statement by any stretch, but, you know, it's the cool thing to do. Nobody wears that shit anymore to actually, you know, benefit their vision. But yeah, we may not have any shot whatsoever of making the NCAA tournament. Our women may be having a terrible year, but by God, we've got the hottest women's basketball coach in America. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Wow. Speaking of that, Vol for Life 16 says Farmer should have never went the cheap route with the Lady Vol hired. Ooh.
I'm starting to think that Vols for Life 16's not very happy with athletics at Tennessee right now.
But how about baseball?
Yeah, I mean, we've got that. We've still got softball.
Yeah, but they lost, I think, today, too.
Oh, did they? I
did.
actually haven't been keeping up yet. I usually wait till after basketball season before I really get into that. Damn it! I had a thought. Oh! What 16? What the hell's wrong with that hire? Who else were we gonna get? First of all, Gino REM is not coming to coach the Lady Vols. Tara Vanderveer, Dawn Staley, you name any big ass coach. Just like football, people wanted us to get the big guy in football. They're not coming. None of those people were going to leave their jobs to come to Tennessee. I wouldn't. If I was a women's coach, I wouldn't want that job, would you?
No.
That's a tough damn. I mean, no thank you. And I think Kelly's going to be just fine. I really do. I think she'll be just fine. She reminds me a lot of Pat. She coaches in a lot of ways like Pat. She played for Pat. She loves and worships Pat. She's going to pattern her coaching after Pat as much as she can. And we're going to be just fine. If people are expecting, the Lady Vols to ever return to the way they were under Pat, they might as well just forget it. It's a totally different time. Would you agree?
Oh, I do agree. Absolutely.
I mean, there's just way too much parity now in women's basketball. And I know a lot of people don't like women's basketball. I get it. But, for a long time, it was the bell cow here at Tennessee, sadly. When we couldn't depend on anything else, we always knew we had our Lady Vols we could cheer for, and, at least we got them. We don't even have them anymore, so I get it.
When they were considering the coach, there was that one man coach. I can't remember what school he was out of, but like so many people are like, you can't be a man. I'm like, what does it matter if it's a man or not? I didn't understand that.
Yeah. Later, dog life.
In my opinion, the best women's basketball coach ever is a man.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a argument right there that would be easy to get started.
Well, I mean,
nobody said she was, Luke. Shut up. Just shut up, Luke. Just shut your little pie hole before you get started. Nobody said Kelly Harper is Pat Summit. Jeez, how do you put up with that guy, Carter? He's always trying to start some shit, ain't he?
Just don't ever say that Gino's better than Pat. He'll really lose it.
Well, sometimes facts are hard to swallow. I mean, yeah, I'm not going down that road just because I'm a huge Pat fan, but stats don't lie. Head to head don't lie either. I can't stand the guy, but Pat Summit was a man. What are you talking about, Luke? I'm sure there's probably a guy or two out there named Pat Summit. I've actually met a male named Carol. Have you ever had that privilege, Carter? Earth to Carter. Come in, Carter. Okay. I don't know what happened to Carter, but anyway. I bet we might could get 16 to agree with that Gino's historically better than Pat. And that's something Tennessee fans just can't stomach the thought of, but it is what it is. Alright, what are you turds talking about in the comments here? I see the name Sarah. Y'all must be talking about Hall & Oates and that great song of theirs. Let me go back and look here. Carter's bailed out on me. Do. Can't see. She is pretty, Joe Ryder. I agree. That was two beautiful women on the sideline today. Kelly Harper and whatever the coach's name is for Vandy. Vandy's basketball team might suck, but they got a hot-ass coach. Trying to go back and see here. Forgive me, guys. I'm trying to catch up in the comments as much as I can. Snake Spencer says, anyway, Ohio State winning the Natty next season. In what sport, Snake? Because we know it ain't football. That's not happening. You guys are gonna get beat by Michigan. Just kidding. One thing Jim Harbaugh cannot do is beat the Buckeyes. I thought Georgia's women's basketball coach was a dude. I guess the old coach was a dude. Pickleball.
Keith, I'm sorry about that. I had a pretty important phone call. I meant to tell you. Hold on a second, but.
Yeah, it's cool. I see how it is.
Okay.
If that was who I think calling, you're in trouble, mister.
No, it wasn't. Don't worry.
Okay. Michigan going 15-0. Yeah, okay. Who is Georgia's women's basketball coach, Slim? Now you got me curious. Not that it matters, not that I really even give a shit, but I know it's not that dude anymore because he's at the ESPN desk now.
No.
Well, let me go dig us up something to talk about since Carter's going to clam up on me.
Oh, I am not. Well, I can't look at the comments right now, or I would read. I'd see what was in the comments.
Are you inside right now?
Well, yeah, I'm inside. Why?
I can hear.
On TV?
No,
Yeah.
well, whoever. I thought it was your mom, but. Damn, they've already played. Oh, okay, never mind. I was looking at the wrong sport. Softball, that's what I was looking for to see what their record is. 7-6. Man, that's struggling for us. Jeez. Oh well. Who cares? We'll get to that.
Yeah,
later.
I didn't realize it was that bad. Jeez.
Yeah.
13 games.
So Kentucky
Which,
Kentucky is head of the class right now.
in SEC basketball, yeah.
Auburn's still up there. LSU, by virtue of their come from behind, I think it was a come from behind win against South Carolina. Somebody came from like 19 down yesterday in that game. I can't remember which one, but I do know that LSU eventually won. South Carolina's having a good year this year in basketball. That coach is legit. I mean, hell, he's done something we haven't done.
Yeah, I'd say. What's his name? Frank
Martin.
Frank Martin, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I remember, our mutual friend Richard, telling us when they hired him that he was going to be really good. So.
I wonder what old Richard's up to.
I actually talked to him on Twitter through a DM, and I haven't heard anything. Well, I mean, he did respond, but he was going to call me at some time, but he hasn't called, so.
Is he done with college or in the midst of college?
No, he's been done with college for a few years now.
No, okay. He's just sitting back counting his money now, probably.
I think he's doing something in politics or something.
Oh, really?
I do believe.
I miss old Richard. He was fun to talk to. It'd be nice to have him and some of the other guys in here in the comments. with us. I think they would enjoy it. But I guess some people have just grown up and moved on from YouTube.
Next Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see Steve Deviser occasionally in here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What about old Savage Tiger? Where's he been?
Oh, who knows? It's kind of odd, too, with Clemson having the run they're on that we haven't seen him. Or better yet, haven't had to deal with him. Probably a better way to put it. Oh, Uncle Lou says Tennessee will celebrate an 8-win season. I will celebrate an 8-conference win season, mister. You damn right I will. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, it would.
Joni Taylor was the head coach of UGA. She played for Pat, says our resident University of Tennessee know-it-all. You're the historian and Luke Thomas is the know-it-all. And I say that because Luke Thomas knows it all. Not just Tennessee sports, but when I say all, I mean all. Like all, everything that has anything to do with anything, all. Must be nice to be 16 and know it all. I thought my first ex-wife was the only person that knew it all. Little did she know. 4 hours down the road, she's got some competition. There's a good one. 16, Tao. I wonder where old Tao is.
I talk to Al every once in a while. He's got him a new girlfriend, and she's quite a bit older than him.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
She's like 38 years old.
What's up, Kevin Stokes?
With a kid.
Nice. He always struck me as the kind of dude that may end up dating and marrying a woman with a kid, and he just seemed like the type of guy that would take on that responsibility, you know, and excel at it. I always liked Tao. Great dude. Is J-Wob and Cattle Dog still fighting? Who the hell is J-Wob? Or are you talking about J-Wad?
The Cowboys fan?
Joe must be talking about. Cattle Dog is currently in the midst of a battle with A, himself, and B, some women.
And some produce.
And I'm not saying anything that he hasn't said publicly, so I'm fairly confident he would be okay with that statement. Cattle Dog's got some female problems right now that he's trying to work out. And hey, that's better than not having female problems to work out, I guess. I don't know. Megan, she would have been dead by now. That's how old she was. BBD would have been the owner of a cabin and, whatever else I might have inherited. All you're doing, Megan, talking about that's making me wish I could go back and do that night over again.
It's always a little lively in the BVD comment section.
No, what's not, Celine Driver? You have to be more specific than just say no, BBD, it's not. Got 1,000 different things going on here in the comments and in my brain. There's always a lot going on upstairs. Not necessarily always a lot of good, but always a lot going on.
Oh.
Anybody know the score of the LA game that was going on? They were beating the shit out of DC at halftime. Curious what the score is or was. Pigskin Pete is a good man that blocks everyone. Don't tell him congratulations on 3,000 subscribers. Hey, look, I'm going to make one comment about Pigskin Pete. Everybody does not do things the same way on YouTube. They just don't. Lou does things his way. Pete does things his way. I do things my way. Zoe does things his way. How Pete chooses to run his channel is his business. How Lou chooses to run his channel is his business.
BVD wants to rule his channel as his business.
That's right. That's all I'm trying to say. I ain't trying to even get in that shit, but that's my 2 cents on it, and that's strictly between Uncle Lou and Pete, and if they choose to go at it, that's their business. If they choose to not go at it, that's their business. You guys know me. I'm Mr. fucking diplomatic anyway. I try and stay out of all that shit. I don't like to. I'm a big sensitive Sally. I don't like to get involved in that stuff. I get my feelings hurt too easy. I'm a big pussy. What can I say? First good comment of the night from NASCAR Ball. Luke Thomas is completely football ignorant. Or as they say in Greeneville, ignorant.
As far as rivalries go, I'll have to agree.
Yeah, it's fun to pick on him, though. It's fun to pick on Luke Thomas. Where's the general? I miss the general. This Luke Thomas guy, he's kind of walking around in the general's shadow. The general would get in here and throw cuss words around and, get salty. My bloody skull is showing. All right. Hell yeah, man. I'm digging my bloody skull beanie. Bad boy was only $1.50 at the general today. Kevin Stokes, BBD, do you know Catfish, the Tennessee YouTube channel, ? Never heard of him, Kevin. Tell me all about Catfish, the YouTube channel. I've never heard of this guy. I'll wait.
Luke Thomas could.
Yeah, Luke could tell us about Catfish. He knows a little bit about him. Ballard, Ballard, something you need to understand, young sir. The words Uncle Lou and let it go very rarely collide in the same sentence with a positive outcome. See? He just said right there, no. Who is Catfish? That's a good question, Balls for Life 16. And how the hell did how did the term catfish become synonymous with however you want to define it, internet dating fuckery, fuckovery? Why is it called catfishing? Why is it not called sail fishing or ghost fishing, or you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I really don't know the answer to that. I will look it up though. Let's see.
So these 18-42 comments, is that the score the last time Georgia and Clemson played? I'm assuming it is. Okay. If that's the truth, BW, that makes sense. He says, because you think you're dealing with a majestic, beautiful dolphin, but she's really just a muddy-ass catfish. If that's not the actual definition of the term, it should be.
Well, it all started with a documentary called Catfish.
Okay.
This one says, towards the end of the 2010 documentary Catfish.
Oh, that's right. Joe Ryder. Sorry. Celine Drive. That's right. That's Clemson and Georgia's record against each other. That's right. I'm sorry. Hell, if the win-loss record's that lopsided, there's probably a score in there somewhere like that. But go ahead, Carter. Educate me.
Some guy named Nev Shulman finally meets the woman with whom he's carried on a long-term online relationship. He discovers, not young and single, but in her 40s and married. By way of metaphorical explanation, the woman's husband, Vince Pierce, recounts the following story, which inspired the name of the film. They used to tank cod from Alaska all the way to China. They keep them in vats in the ship. By the time the codfish reached China, the flesh was mush and tasteless. So this guy came up with the idea that if you put these cods in these big vats, put some catfish in with them, and the catfish will keep the cods algae. And there are those people who are catfishing life, and they keep you on your toes. They keep you guessing,
Well,
they keep you thinking, they keep you fresh. And I thank God for the catfish.
That's a shitty definition.
It really is. I think the guy that you just said a minute ago had a better explanation.
Yeah. If anything, if being catfished on the internet was going to relate to anything involved with catfish, like the fish, it should be called noodling. I mean, and anybody with half a brain can figure out why it should be called noodling. Oh well, just another one of those useless things that we all need to know.
Ask Ball, he's not happy with Luke.
I don't post any videos. Would like to hear another cheer from BVD. Okay.
Rah rah ree, kick him in the knee.
Hey yo hi, how's it hanging? BVD needs a chick to be banging. How's that? My past life says I've had many, but here today I ain't getting any.
Quite the rhymer. You could be a rapper.
See, look, Luke's already butthurt about my know-it-all comment. He's already been sitting there thinking about comebacks, and he finally got him one. BVD is a know-it-all in regards to getting catfished. Actually, I'm not. If I knew it all about getting catfished, it wouldn't have happened. And technically, don't you have to give up money for it to be a catfishing?
No.
No? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Well, I didn't give up money or dick pics, so I'm clear as far as I'm concerned.
It could be as easily as like the documentary, just falling in love with someone.
But I didn't fall in love with anyone.
Well, I mean, okay, but I guess that's a bad word, but the documentary, I remember the guy was talking to this woman, for a very long time, and I guess he had feelings for her, and then when he finally got to meet her after all the times they've talked, she was not who she said she was. I actually like that show. I've seen a few episodes of it. That's right, Katusa. Freckles 18 is real. And by God, I didn't fall in love. I fell in heat. Don't do what anymore, Celine Driver? I don't think he's talking about I don't know.
Got to be talking about the cheers. What's wrong with my cheers? Oh, that's not rapping. What's wrong with my rhyming, Celine Driver? I'm a rapping, rhyming.
Have some respect when you mention my name.
Yeah, put some respect on it. Put some respect on my name. I'm a rhyme whisperer. Nauseated face. Okay, so that's what that emoji means, nauseated face. That one means joy. Thank you. I don't post any videos and I like pizza. I love my cheers too. Thank you very much. Celine Driver, I've noticed something about you. You're a very negative person. We need to work on that. A man with all of your watch and Mustang and NASCAR knowledge should not be walking around the internet being negative all the time. It's just not good. It's not a good look. You should be happy. You should be happy all the time, full of joy, and singing the praises of God's happiness and cheer.
Well, we got about 19 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and head off here. There's a few things I need to do. And I'm hungry, so yeah.
Sounds good. Come on over and get you some tater soup. Have a good one, Carter.
Alright, see you guys.
Alright, man. Alright. My main man checking on out for a Sunday night. Take care, Lou. We'll see you in the morning, brother, for another thrilling, exciting, awe-inspiring, and educational edition of the morning show with Uncle Lou and BVD, where you are almost guaranteed to learn something if you tune in and listen. Guaranteed to learn something. Daily reminder that Georgia lost to South Carolina, says Jordan Bowman. Yes, and professional too, also, as well as, and in lieu, LOU of. Yeah, we're getting on up close to the 10 o'clock hour, and there's no time limit or time frame on these here live streams. So I guess technically I could shut her down any moment, couldn't I? Do one more cheer. Okay, give me a minute. I'll have to think for a minute. I'm all out of fresh cheers. Look at some comments here. Kick him in the knee, kick him in the grass. I used to do drugs and smoke a lot of grass. Kick him in the crotch, kick him in the face. Yippity-doo, BVDTV's all over the place. There. Yeah. Catfish are good to eat, by the way. Someone made that comment a couple pages up on the scroll machine here. Definitely. We got some people missing from the chat tonight. Billy Cole, usually here to give me a fair amount of shit. Jake Fromm's middle finger, haven't seen him tonight. Melissa May, where is Melissa May? TK, not commenting, but I just about guarantee you, if she's awake, she's listening. And if that be the case, shout out to my homegirl, Tiger Cat. Great video you posted. Proud of you. If you have not subscribed to Tiger Cat, go do it now. She's getting ready to start. Good night, Greg. I didn't even see you in here, man. You've been lurking, haven't you? Sometimes that's the best way to do. I am doing well, Blake. Doing well, sir. Do me a favor, though, Blake. Don't ever sing Patrick Swayze again. Keep Patrick Swayze out of your mouth, son. You got to be a special kind of somebody to sing Patrick Swayze. He's special. He's like the wind, in fact, you could say, Blake. Next thing we know, you're going to be singing Eddie Murphy. If I tune into YouTube and I see Blake West singing Eddie Murphy, I just might have to call the YouTube police on you. I'm hearing a damn dinging. What the fuck is that? It's how sensitive this microphone is. Okay, it stopped. Alright. I thought it started. I'm hearing things, man. That's that damn ghost. So far, the ghost has stolen a box of crackers, a pack of cigarettes, countless socks, and other various and sundry items that have still yet to turn up. The rubber nose batteries are dying. I hear you. Rubber nose don't need batteries, baby. The rubber nose is always lurking. Always handy. You know what? This needs to be made into a microphone. That would be a bad look, wouldn't it? They probably got them out there somewhere. There's probably some female YouTuber out there with a rubber dick microphone. Well, what about if I did this? Would this officially make me a dickhead? Schlong mic. That better? Now you guys can call me a dickhead, and I couldn't dispute it. You know, I've actually never watched it, Joe Ryder. I know what you're talking. Peter, right? Is that his name? Peter, get it? Peter. I've seen the guy that does Peter's voice. Wonder how this would go over as a thumbnail for this video. Speaking of thumbs, terrible job on the thumbs up tonight, guys, and I haven't mentioned it in an hour and 48 minutes. I have not once mentioned thumbing up this stream. Oh, Modern Family. Okay, see, I told you I didn't watch it. I only watch good TV, like Alaskan Bush Family, American Idol, Teen Mom, Young and Pregnant. You know, the quality TV programming, such as those shows. Yeah, it was kind of weak, actually. It is about 10 minutes before the 10 o'clock hour here in beautiful downtown Greeneville, Tennessee, at which point I think I'm going to my toy or Sarah. Good question, Knoll Nation. Maybe someday we'll find out when they reveal themselves on here. Sarah's never going to come clean. Sarah's never going to admit who he is. But one day, when they least expect it. You guys, I'm going to do something I rarely do on here. I'm going to make sense. I'm actually going to turn this stream over to the chat section. That's when it really gets good. That's when you guys really have fun. Once I turn the video off and stop talking, that's when the real fun begins in here. And hey, who can blame you, right? I just want to know what that damn dinging is I keep hearing. I know what the fuck it is. I think that is the internet in the next room. Is that what that is, Tony? Yep. Oh boy. Some pussies are getting vibrated tonight on the internet in the room adjacent to this one. It's a sickness, folks. It's a sickness. Nothing I can do about it, though. I can do something about my ugly mug being on here. I can do this. Jesus Christ, that thing is dinging its fucking nuts off. You guys, thank you for tuning in on a Sunday night. Yet another Sunday night here on BVDTV. Thank you for behaving in the comments section. I was really scared that tonight was going to get bad and ugly. And shout out to you guys for that not happening. It had great potential to get ugly, and it didn't. And I appreciate that a lot, even. And also, I would grace you with the goodbye song because we haven't heard it in a long time, but I'm not going to do that to you. What I am going to do is say, make sure tomorrow morning tune in to the morning show with Uncle Lou and BBD at 8 a.m. over on LOUTUBE, and then come back here tomorrow night where we will have something else, I'm sure, amazing and unbelievable to talk about, as we always do. You guys are full of valuable and valued information. I love talking to you guys. Don't know where life would be for me right now if it wasn't for my great friends in the BVDTV chat section. Appreciate everyone for all you do for BVDTV, all you've done, and sponsorship is available if you'd like to consider sponsoring old BVDTV. I can accommodate you there too. Just hit me up at bbdincorporated@yahoo.com. We can talk about it. We can work something out, I'm sure, and we can advertise your products or your body parts right here on BVDTV for a very, very small fee. In the meantime, enjoy the music. We may or may not be taking requests. And as soon as my ship comes in, I'm going to purchase a video gaming machine and start playing simulated sex games on here for your enjoyment, because I know you guys would enjoy that. Another Sunday night in the books. Let's go with some melodic, royalty-free music. Yeah, now we're talking, by God.
time has come that you run my life with no hope to fight, and no time to hide. And I'm sinking under, drowning faster. Please just let me breathe. The air is leaving and I'm lost in need of you again. You break me down and you make me surrender. We are as Romeo and Juliet. To a code we all swore, for this life we have chosen. Armored soldiers to a common war we fight. To this passion of love we may fail and die. I'm slipping further, we're falling faster, you're growing stronger. Let's not grow weaker, and I know you break
Yeah. Okay, well that's fine. Give me the money, but you know.